Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما. We'll be taking Arabic class right now, and then inshallah after we'll have Tajweed class. So if you want, you guys can take out your books now, and so we can get started with the lesson. And I think in the meantime, everyone else will sort of come in now. Okay, so we're going to start with the Arabic book, and we'll see how far we can get. Inshallah, today we'll finish lesson 3. So lesson 3 we started. Do you guys remember what it was about? I think we actually started it after the test, I believe. Do you guys remember sort of what the point of this lesson was, just as a reminder so you know what we're going to go over? Good, yeah, it was a conversation between Amina and Maryam, and the point was, what was the big idea? Yep, Ayan, we haven't finished it yet. We got through the first page of it. So we got through up to this last question on the first page. Yes, exactly, Zaina. We got to this ha. This, exactly, the female ha. So we have, and what is this female ha? What kind of word is it? What is it? What kind of word? Not female here, because I know. Because of Zaina, she told me it has to be feminine. It's a feminine word. Good. Exactly. It means her. And the big thing is, the big category it goes under is pronoun. Exactly, pronoun. So I can put this over here, because Ayan and Javeria told me now. And we'll have our Arabic damir over here. Okay, so this is what we're going to see a little bit more in the last bit of the lecture. And there's a little bit of vocab here and there that we will see. Okay, so are you ready? Or do all of you guys have your books out or something like that? We just have a little bit more to go, and then inshallah we'll start the exercises. Okay, we'll start. There's this last question over here that Amina says, and then we'll go to the next page. So Amina says, وَمَنْ هَذِهِ? Remember, Amina's the girl who's been asking all the questions, and Maryam's the girl who's answering them. So Amina asks the question, وَمَنْ هَذِهِ? What does that, this is an easy question, right? This is something that we can translate as good, exactly. So Amina says, and good, and who? Woman, and who? Hadihi is this. Okay, let's see. Did any of you guys write the little extra information that we know? Let's see, what's a little bit of extra information that we can tell? What is she already talking? What do we know about this person that she's talking about? And who is this? Waman hadihi? What do we know about this? It's close by. Good, exactly. Point 1 is close by. When we see hadihi, there's 2 things. Point 1 is they're close, and exactly, Ayan. Number 2 is they're female. So we know that whatever Maryam's going to say next is going to be some kind of female sentence. So there's going to be some female pronouns in there, and we'll see over here. Okay, so next page. Maryam answers. So now Maryam answers, Hiya binti. Hiya binti. So yes, did we see all those female pronouns? Yes, we did, right? Hiya binti. Exactly, Alina. Hiya binti. What were those female pronouns? She is, hiya. What are the female pronouns that you see in this sentence? She is binti, my daughter. Hiya binti. Good, exactly. The she is the female pronoun, so the she is, what in Arabic? It's the, I'll circle it with a different color. Which color should I use for the pronouns? We'll use purple, because I see a purple here right there. So for Alina, we have this purple here. This is one pronoun in there. So she is the female pronoun. And what is this one replacing? And good, yes, the next pronoun. What is hiya replacing? Or who is hiya replacing? Do we know yet? Good, exactly. It's replacing that person who was sitting over there, the daughter. So Maryam's daughter. And then for Ayan, because his name is in orange, we'll circle the ya pronoun. This ya pronoun is the other pronoun that we see in the sentence, and yes, the daughter is definite. Good, exactly, because of this ya. That's a perfect point to make. It's definite because of this ya. So it's not just anyone's daughter. It's not just, some, the way that you might call someone's son or daughter. It's her daughter, Maryam's daughter, binti. There's no tanween on that. And good, so that's the attached pronoun, this ya. So hiya binti, she is my daughter. What if we wanted to say, before we move on to the next question, what if we wanted to say, using what we learned in this lesson, because the point of this lesson is this female pronoun, what if we wanted to say her daughter? So now we want to pretend that, Maryam's not talking, and we're just saying that this is Maryam's daughter. How do we say her daughter? As in Maryam's daughter. So this time Maryam's not talking, just maybe I'm talking. And I want to point to this girl and I say, hiya. Good. Mashallah, you guys got it. This is the pronoun that we just learned. So we know that it's daughter, so bint. So bint goes over here. But then what happens? What did all of you guys added something at the end? And you guys did it perfect. Bintu ha. Perfect. Exactly. Bintu ha. So we have the ha pronoun at the end. This little butterfly ha. Okay. So bintu ha, her daughter. And then, yes, the next question. Now Amina's going to ask, masmuha. So far we've seen masmuka, we've seen masmuki, we've seen masmuhu, we've seen now masmuha. And masmuha means, what is her name? Good. What is her name? So this is the final pronoun in this little section. Ismuha, her name. And then, again, what's our answer going to be? So masmuha, her name. Inshallah, we'll see more. What is this ha replacing? We'll inshallah see all those sort of things. Maryam answers, Ismuha Zainab. Ismuha Zainab. Perfect. Ismuha Zainab. So what is her name? Ismuha Zainab. Her name is Zainab. Perfect. This is easy, right? MashaAllah, I only see right answers so far. Her name is Zainab. So, Ismuha Zainab. Who wants to tell me the pronoun in this sentence? Who wants to tell me? And I'll name the pronoun with their color. Okay, good. I saw a ha. Again, I saw a purple one. A purple ha. Exactly. Her. Exactly. So, Ismuha, I can circle. For our female pronoun. What is it replacing, though? What is this pronoun replacing? I think Rida was able to tell exactly what I was going to answer. Yes, exactly. This ha pronoun is replacing Zainab. So whose name is this? It's Zainab's name. Okay, now it's a replacement. It's a substitution. So I have a question. Is the ha in this question over here, the one that Amina asks, the same as the ha that Maryam answers with? Are the two people the same? So the ha the her in Amina's question, is it the same her as Maryam? Yeah, sure, dear. I can go back to it. We'll inshallah review before we start the exercise. Okay, I want to see what you guys answer. I saw some mixed answers. And now I see only one answer. Exactly, yes, you guys are right. They're the same person, right? What's her name? Her name is Zainab. So if you think about it, if I ask you what is her name, and you say her name is Zainab, you're going to be pointing to the same person, right? So I just wanted to get that clear. Yeah, but that's why the pronouns are a little bit confusing, because you have to keep in mind, who are you talking about? Are you still talking about the same person? So pronouns can get confusing, even in English. They're both for Zainab, exactly. So these two pronouns are the same. Okay, so the next question. Amna asks, Akhuki hada, ya Maryam? Akhuki hada? Yes, Jaria, exactly, Masha, that's a great point to make. You're still talking about the same subject. You're still talking about the same person. Akhuki hada? That's our next subject that we're going to be discussing. And yes, the question that Amna asks is, Akhuki is, now we have an is question. Is Akhuki, good, your brother, your brother. Hada, ya Maryam, so this is this, ya Maryam, oh Maryam. Okay, now there's even more pronouns that we have to keep in mind. Now we have to keep which pronoun? What pronoun do we see in this sentence? Yes, exactly. We see the key pronoun. And I heard an excellent explanation for why we use this key pronoun. So we see this key pronoun because I saw it before, and Masha, this is exactly. It's a female because we're talking. Who is this key referring to? Good, Ayan. We're talking to the female. Who is the female that we're talking to? What's her name? What's this person's name? Good. The female's name is Maryam. Good, Maryam. So remember, we're talking to Maryam, which is why we had to use ka and ki. Remember, ka and ki are for the people that what? What are ka and ki for? These are the people that you are they. What are they? Are they yourself? Are they good? Exactly. They're the people you talk to. So who's Amina talking to? Well, she's talking to Maryam in this whole time. This was the conversation. And Masha, exactly, Adira. We see at the end of the sentence, Ya Maryam. Ya Maryam. The person we're talking to, the person we're addressing, we can tell because she's the Munada. Perfect. So now we have a complete understanding. Who are we talking to? And how did we call to her? Exactly, Javari. We called to her with the harf nida. So we wanted to get her attention. We really needed to know all these things. So we had to get her attention, say, Ya Maryam. So, Akhuki hada ya Maryam. Is this your brother, O Maryam? Okay. So now our answer. Now we have an answer. Na'am, hada akhi. Yes, Nabila, that's an excellent thing. When you want to read these sentences, you have to be very clear what you're thinking about. So, Na'am, hada akhi. The answer is, yes, this is my brother. Good. Mumarido means nurse. So, Na'am, hada akhi, yes. Hada akhi, this is my brother. Good. Okay. My question is the word akhi male or female? Is the word akhi male or female? Even if it's Maryam's brother, but there's this ya at the end, and the ya at the end is talking about a female. Do you still think it's male? Okay, good, you're right. All of you guys are right. It is male. Hada akhi is male. Even though the brother is Maryam's brother, even though it's this ya is talking about Maryam. So na'am hada akhi ismuhu Khalid. Ismuhu Khalid. Perfect. Ismuhu Khalid means his name. Good, yes. His name is Khalid. His name. So I'm going to circle this because I think that we all can figure out the his name so far. So his name is Khalid. Now I have another question. Is this who over here, is this person, this male pronoun, good, this male pronoun, is that the same as this brother? Is that the same as the brother? Na'am hadha akhi ismuhu Khalid. Are those two people the same person? Yes or no? Na'am, good Ibrahim. Exactly. They are the same person. So this person, they're the same? We're still talking about the same person here. Okay, so ismuhu Khalid. His name is Khalid. And then our final sentence about Khalid. وَهُوَ مُهَنْدِسٌ. وَهُوَ مُهَنْدِسٌ. This final sentence means وَهُوَ مُهَنْدِسٌ, and he is an engineer. Perfect. And he is muhandisun, an engineer. That's right, an engineer. Is this a new vocabulary, or did this happen in the last lesson as well? Because mashallah, I think you guys were all able to figure that out. Was it the picture, or did you guys already know? وَهُوَ مُهَنْدِسٌ, and he is an engineer. Mashallah, it's a new word, right? Yeah. I think for some of you guys it's a new word. For some of you guys you already knew it. So the two new words in this lesson was mumarrida and muhandisun. So two new jobs that we learned. So now we know how to say nurse and engineer. Okay, Abira, inshallah we'll go over that. I'll write it down and we'll go over it at the end of class. So وَهُوَ مُهَنْدِسٌ, and he is an engineer. Again, what's the pronoun in this? What is the pronoun in this? Oh, okay, the two professions we learned were mumarrida and muhandisun. Mumarrida and muhandisun. Good, huwa. This huwa is the pronoun in the sentence. So instead of saying Khalid again, instead of saying Khalid's an engineer, we could just say he is an engineer. Okay, so our final question, Amina says, Aina abuki wa ummuki al-an? Aina abuki wa ummuki al-an? So now Amina asks the final question. Finally, she thought of this Aina question. Where? She thought of a where question. She wanted to know where two people were, and those two people exactly. Where is your father? Abuki wa ummuki, and your mother? Al-an, now. Perfect. Good. This al-an is now. So abuki wa ummuki, your father and your mother. Okay. And the two matching pronouns in this sentence, dad for your dad and your mom, what were those two that we can see? Perfect. Ki. Remember, it's going to be ki, not ka, because we're talking to Maryam. Again, yes, the munada, the person we're addressing, the person we're calling out to is Maryam. So this is the female. So abuki wa ummuki. What if we were talking to someone who wasn't present? Let's say I wanted to ask, where is, let's say, Ibrahim is way over there, and I'm talking to Ayan right now, and I was talking to Ayan, and I wanted to say, where is Ibrahim's mom and dad? How would I say those two? I didn't want to say Ibrahim because we already knew we were going to talk about him, but we were going to say, where is his mother and father? Exactly, yes. We would just change the pronoun that we're going to use, because now we're not talking about someone who's in front of us. We're not talking about the person we're addressing when we ask the question. We're talking about someone who might not even be there. Exactly, abuhu. So this we can just replace. This end portion we can replace with any pronoun. This is where the pronoun goes. And yes, the full sentence. Aina abuhu wa ummuhu. Jazakallah khair, Umar. Exactly, pronoun. This is where the pronoun goes, at the very end. So, Maryam's going to answer. Maryam's going to answer with this long sentence. She's going to describe where her father is and then where her mother is. Abi fil madrasa. Huwa mudarrisun. Abi fil madrasa. Huwa mudarrisun. Exactly, this is it. Abi fil madrasa. My dad. Fil madrasati is in the school. So now we reviewed which rule in this part of the sentence. Abi fil madrasati. What rule do we see in this word madrasati? Good. For one thing, there's this abi, my dad, and then we saw fil madrasati. What happened over there? Would it have been right if I just kept abi fil madrasatu? Abi fil madrasatun? Exactly, the kasra. So we saw this kasra over here. So we wanted to be specific and we wanted to say that he is in the school. So after the word fi, there is a kasra, because when there is a fi, you put a kasra in the word after. Perfect. So abi fil madrasati. So we have this kasra. And then we couldn't use a tanween because we're being specific, the school. We somehow know that there's a specific school that she's talking about. So huwa mudarrisan, we know what huwa mudarrisan is. I saw you guys all type up. He is a male teacher, exactly. Mudarrisan is the other profession that we know. So we know teacher, we know doctor, we know engineer, we know nurse. I don't think we know anything else. But so far we have a lot, right? Isn't it supposed to be ummuhana, ummuhu, because mom is female, not male? Actually, that's a good question, Jaria. Okay, that's a good question. Remember how I said we were talking about, was I saying Ibrahim's father and mother? So if I wanted to ask about them, what were the two words I would use to say his father and his mother? So I wanted to talk about Ibrahim's father and Ibrahim's mother, or Saad's mother, or any other boy's parents. Right, exactly. So the two words I'd use, I'd just take the word for father, abun, let's see. And then, for mother, again, the same thing. Ummuhu. Yes. Exactly. So the reason why we use both the who pronouns is because we were talking about Ibrahim over here. So both of these pronouns at the end, they were because Ibrahim is male. So these are for male pronouns. Is the word itself though? Is the word ummuhu? Would we say hada ummuhu, or would we say hadihi ummuhu? So is the word ummuhu male or female? That's the question. Would we say hada ummuhu, or would we say hadihi ummuhu? Perfect. We would say hadihi because it's a female word. It's ummuhu. It's still his mom. So his mom is still female. We use hadihi. Perfect. We use the female one for that. Okay. Even though we're talking about a male's, or even though we're using Ibrahim's pronoun in here. So wa ummi fil bayti, again, this is just like abi fil madrasati. Wa ummi fil bayti, same rules over here. Wa ummi fil bayti means what? And goes over here. Ummi fil bayti, and my mom, good. My mom fil bayti, in the house. Perfect. In the house. Okay. Are there any questions about this? I'm going to scroll up a bit so we can go over some of the new vocab or the tricky questions in the beginning part of the lesson. Then why did we write akhuki? Okay. Why did we write akhuki? So in this sentence over here. Okay, so akhuki hada ya Maryam. Why did we use akhuki? So for one, we know akhuki hada makes sense because we're talking about a brother, and so we should use hada, we should use male. So akhuki hada. The reason is ki is a female pronoun. So this ki over here is a female pronoun. And we were talking about Maryam's brother. Yes. So Maryam is the person who's related to this brother. So akhuki, your brother. Your is a female, but the brother itself is still male. We were just adding on extra information. We were saying, whose brother is this? This is Maryam's brother. Good, yes, we were still talking to Maryam, not the brother. So akhuki hada, is this your brother? Then ummuhu is related with Ibrahim. Exactly. So down here, ummuhu, this mother, his mother, right? It's not just anyone's mother, it's his mother, Ibrahim's mother. So this is a male pronoun that we used for his mother. But we still use hadihi because do we want to say that when we say this is his mother is still a female, right? His mother is still feminine. We're still going to use the female hadihi for it. Does that make sense? Did I answer the question? Yes, the mother is still female, so we use hadihi for it. So hadihi ummuhu, this is his mother. Then akhuki is, no, akhuka is male. Yes, akhuka is male. Okay, we put ki on it, Umar, because ki is the person that we're talking about. Ki is the person like Maryam's brother or Saad's brother. They're different, right? Maryam is a girl, Saad is a boy. So Maryam's female, your mother, that's going to be ki. If I wanted to talk to Umar and say your mother, that would be akhuka. Yes, the ki and the ka is referring to the person we're talking to, not about the subject that we're talking about. So not about the mother. This is about who we're talking to. Yes, these are all attached pronouns. These are attached pronouns. Anything that you put at the end of a word is an attached pronoun. That's stuck onto the end. So akhuka, akhuki, ummuhu. Yes, hada is a different word. Hada is just a separate word. But the ka, ki, hu, the ya, those are all things that we attach to the end of a word. Those are attached pronouns. Okay. Anything else? Yes, the hada and hadihi are the pointing words. Those are just the separate words. Anything else? I know the pronouns can be tricky. So sometimes it's easier to circle them, maybe write different colors. So just like over here, I circled the ki in orange and I wrote Maryam in orange. So I matched them up. I made sure that Maryam is female, then the pronoun that refers to her is also female. So sometimes it's easier to do some matching to figure out what is talking about what. Okay, anything else? Okay, so the main point of the lesson was to learn about the ha pronoun. So it was this ha pronoun that we learned, and are we ready to go over some exercises? Okay. We'll do a couple. Actually, I want to start with one. I want to start with one because this will help you guys make your own sentences. I want to know what kadhalika means. Okay, Abira, kadhalika was in this sentence. So kadhalika usually means like this or like that. So it means, basically, it means also. So you're making a comparison. So is she also a doctor? Like this. Like something else. Is she a doctor? Okay. And then, oh, mashallah, that, like, 2 pages of exercises. MashaAllah, Yan has started the exercises already. The exercises in this, they're not so difficult. So inshallah, you guys will be able to do some homework today as well. So the first one, this is just conversation. And what I want you guys to do is to answer my question. So I'm going to ask all of you guys a question, and you guys are going to respond to me with the way that you should, right? Because you're going to be talking about yourself. So each of you are going to have different answers. So I'll ask the question, and make sure you guys write it down. Write down the answer and type it up for me. My question is, for one thing, my question is masmuka. Masmuka. So I want, be careful. Who am I asking? Don't answer if I'm not asking you. That should be a hint. Masmuka. That's my first question. I want to see if all of you guys could figure out who I'm asking. Masmuka? Yes. So far I see one person. Omar answered right. Omar answered, Ismi Omar. Perfect. Oh, you guys are giving away the answer. MashaAllah, you guys are able to see right through my question. Yes, I'm looking for all of the specific people to respond. Yes, good. I see Ismi Isa. Perfect. Someone else responded right. Ismi Ayan. Yes, I see Ayan answered right. Let's see, is there anyone else who answers to Masmuka? Masmuka. Ismi Muhammad. Good. Ismi Ali. Good. All the right people are responding. MashaAllah, I don't see anyone talking when they shouldn't. Ismi Harun. Good. Ismi Jamal. No, your name's not Jamal. Ismi Ahmad. Now you guys are giving me names that aren't yours, right? Ismi Ibrahim. Perfect. So you guys figured it out. I was only asking the boys in the class. Ismi Saad. Good. I was asking all the boys. Ismi Fazan. Why was I doing that? How could you tell that I was only looking for those people to respond? Good, exactly. I was saying masmuka. I was using the male pronoun. So I wanted only to be talking to, good, I wanted to be talking to Talha. I was talking to Ayan. I was talking to Harun. I wasn't talking to any of the females. Okay, my next question is masmuki. My next question is masmuki. So now am I going to see the right people respond? Let's see. Yes, Ismi Javeria. Ismi Samiha. Ismi Zaina. Ismi Zainab. Ismi Abira. Perfect. MashaAllah, I didn't know we had 2 Abiras. We have lots of similar names. Ismi Alina. Yes. Good. So these are, now we're talking about the females. Now when I say masmuki, I'm only going to get the girls to respond. So I wanted to see if one of you guys were better. Were the boys going to be better? Were the girls going to be better? MashaAllah, both of you guys did it perfectly. None of you guys messed up. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to say, let's see, inshallah we'll do the rest in groups because the next 2 questions that I ask, I can't ask to such a big class. Okay, so we'll start with 1 sentence, and then inshallah I'll give you some homework as well. Is that okay? So anything else? Any other questions? Okay. So we'll do, inshallah, I think we'll have time to do 1 or 2 questions and we'll finish up this page of exercises. Okay, so the first sentence. Hada akhi. Ismuhu Khalid. I think we can take 2 sentences at a time now. Hada akhi. Ismuhu Khalid. So 2 sentences, good. The first sentence, Hada akhi. This is my brother. Good. This is my brother. Ismuhu Khalid. His name is Khalid. Perfect. His name is Khalid. So his name. Okay. So already we have two pronouns. We have two pronouns that we see. And are they talking about, I think you guys can figure them out. Tell me what those two pronouns are that we see in those two sentences. هذا he اسمه خالد. What are the two pronouns? Good. First one is who. Good. Exactly. Now I finally have a different color to, I'm going to use blue this time because I saw who, the first who. And good. The other pronoun was this ya. Exactly. So هذا he اسمه خالد. Can you guys figure out exactly who those pronouns are talking about? I think you guys can. So should I ask you guys the big important question? Should I see if you guys completely understand? My question is, are those two pronouns talking about the same people? I asked this before. Let's see if you guys can answer it this time. Are those two pronouns, the ya pronoun and the who pronoun, replacing the same person? هذا he اسمه خالد. This is my brother. His name is Khalid. So I'm basically asking you, are they the same or no? No, they're not. This time I'm tricking you guys. I'm asking you if the my is the same as his. Let's say I said this sentence. This is my brother. His name is Khalid. Yes, I did see. I saw a couple no's. I noticed, Jaria, you said no. This is my brother. Am I saying that that I'm the same person as Khalid? No, they're not the same person. Mashallah, so some of you guys did, and I think some of you guys changed your answer too. But yes, the answer is no, they're not the same. So that's a good way to check if you guys can figure out which pronoun for which person. Okay, so the next two sentences. وَهَذِهِ أُخْتِي. Oh, Omar, are you asking why they're different? Okay, why are they different? هَذَا أَخِي. This is my brother. This is talking about myself, so I'm going to write that it's talking about Asra. You can say it's talking about Umar. Anyone else who's reading it is going to write their own name. هذا أخي. This is my brother. This is Asra's brother. Ismuhu Khalid. His name is Khalid. This his is replacing who? Who is this his? Whose name is this? This is Khalid's name. Exactly. This is Khalid's name. So they're not the same person. Khalid isn't the same person as Asra. Different people. Okay. So هذا أخي اسمه Khalid. Then our next part of the sentence is وهذه أختي واسمها فاطمة. وهذه أختي واسمها فاطمة. Perfect. And this is my sister. Good. This is my sister. And her name is Fatima. And her name is Fatima. Good. Okay. For homework, because we're out of time now, I'm going to tell you guys to do exactly what we were doing in this first part of the sentence. I want you to go through all the sentences, write down their meaning, and circle the pronouns and figure out who they're talking about. So I want you guys to label. Okay, circle the ya and write this is talking about myself. Circle the who and say this is talking about Khalid. Circle the ya again, circle the ha. So circle all these pronouns and match who they're talking about. Do you guys understand? Okay, the homework is to go through these sentences. Inshallah, we'll go over them as well. There's just 4 of them, so I think you guys can do them. Go through what they mean and circle the pronouns. So I want you guys to do that. Circle the pronouns, every pronoun you see, attached or unattached, and figure out who they're talking about, because we know that they're going to replace someone. Yes, Javari, inshallah, if you have questions about them too after you finish, or if there was something you don't understand, we'll go over that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so inshallah we'll stop here. I'll conclude and we'll have the Tajweed class now. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How is everyone doing? Inshallah, we'll continue inshallah. So inshallah, let's begin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب زدني علما، رب زدني علما، رب زدني علما. اللهم فقهنا في الدين، اللهم فقهنا في الدين، اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. Is my voice traveling for everyone? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون. أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أنذرتهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. Alright, good job, mashallah. Hopefully all of you guys were reciting behind me. Inshallah, let's start the analysis of the ayahs. Kind of a quick review over what we've learned so far in ayahs 1 through 5, and then we will begin ayah 6 inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alif Lam Mim. Now we learned that these were huruf-e muqatta'at, right? We need to pronounce them like separately, right? Where they're going to be pronounced as letters, right? Inshallah. So Alif Lam Mim. Make sure you extend the lam and the mim because they have mads on them, inshallah. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. The tha over here, what type of tha is this? It's the tongue tha. So make sure that you have your tongue in between the two sets of your teeth when you're saying it. ذَلِكَ. That also has the alif maqsoora on it, so you need to make sure you extend it 2 harakas, inshallah. Kitabu ta also has alif maqsoora on it, so 2 harakas, inshallah, on that too. Lam has a half mad in front of it, therefore we're gonna extend the lam, the la over there, 2 harakas, right? Raiba, ra has a fatha on it, and then there was a rule that we learned for, you know, especially with the ya. What are we doing with the ya over here? On Raiba. Lean, yes, good job, mashallah. We're doing lean, and how do we know we do lean? Mashallah, we smile, right? You guys know, alhamdulillah, we smile. So make sure you say Raiba, Raiba. La Raiba Fih, inshallah. Hudal lil-muttaqeen, ha is from the bottom of your throat, right? Muttaqeen, qaf is from huruf tafkhim. Huruf tafkhim are the full mouth letters. So make sure that you have a full mouth when you're saying it, inshallah. الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. الَّذِينَ over here, again, make sure that that is from it's the tongue that, right? Not the buzzing bee one, but the tongue one, inshallah. يُؤْمِنُونَ, there's a hamza over there, right? So you need to make sure that you have that jerky sound, right? Remember we studied this jerky sound with the hamza, and it comes from where in your throat? The very bottom of your throat, inshallah. يُؤْمِنُونَ, يُؤْمِنُونَ, inshallah. بِالْغَيْبِ over here. Ra is from huruf tafkhim, so you need to make sure that you have a full mouth there. Yeah, we're doing lean again here, ghaybi, right? And we're gonna smile. Why? Because it's a ya sukun, inshallah. وَيُقِيمُونَ. Make sure the qaf is from huruf tafkhim, so you need to make sure that's full mouth, inshallah. يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. Sad is also from huruf tafkhim, so you need to make sure you have full mouth on there too, inshallah. Extend 2 harakas on the lam. Why? Because there is an alif maqsoora, inshallah. وَمِمَّا over here, mim, there's a tashdid over there, so you need to make sure you extend there. Mimma, not mimma, but mimma, inshallah. There is also harf mad, alif, right? So you need to make sure you extend over there too. Mimma, not mimma, but mimma, inshallah. رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. Ra is from, has a fatha on it, so you need to make sure that you have full mouth on there. Zai, what type of zai is this? This zai is the buzzing bee one, right? Zzz, right? The buzzing bee zai. So you make sure that you say it like that, inshallah. Qaf is from huruf tafkhim and also from huruf qalqala. So you need to make sure that you have a full mouth and you bounce on it, right? You need to bounce and have a full mouth on it. رَزَقْنَاهُمْ, رَزَقْنَاهُمْ, inshallah. Noon has a alif maqsoora on it, so you need to make sure you extend it 2 harakas there, inshallah. And ha is from the bottom of your throat, again, inshallah. يُنْفِقُونَ over here. Do you guys remember ikhfa? We studied ikhfa right before the break, I remember. Ikhfa is when you have a huruf, and when you don't have when there's a nun sukoon or a tanween followed by a letter that's not from huruf halaqi, then you need to make sure that you do the gunna there, right? That's ikhfa. When you do the gunna there, when you don't show the noon there, you hide the noon, right? You do the ikhfa, you're hiding that noon, you're doing the gunna over there. Yunfiqun. Inshallah, make sure that you do that gunna there. Qaf is from huruf tafkhim. Make sure that you use the qaf, make sure that you have the full mouth on the qaf there, inshallah. Yunfiqun, inshallah. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ, the tha over here again, make sure that you have that tongue dal there, inshallah. يُؤْمِنُونَ, hamza again, make sure you jerk on it. Bima over here, what type of mud did we study that bima has on it? Is it mad muttasil or mad munfasil? Good job, mashallah. It's mad munfasil. Why is it munfasil? Because the hamza is in the separate word, right? It's not in the same word. Therefore, we need to do munfasil over here. Mad munfasil is how many harakas? 3 to 5 harakas, inshallah. Make sure that you extended at least 3 to 5 harakas the bima there, inshallah. Ilayka over here, you're doing lean again, right? There's a hamza because alif with anything on top of it is equal to hamza, right? So make sure that you have that little jerk in there. It's from the bottom. Layka over here, lam has a fatha on it, and then there's a ya sukoon, so that means we're doing lean. We need to make sure that we smile there too, inshallah. Wama unzila, again, make sure that you have that mad munfasil there. And also, I didn't cover earlier that unzila, we have to do ikhfa on the noon there, right? Make sure that you do ikhfa on the noon there. Why? Because the zai is not from huruf halaqi, so you need to make sure you do ikhfa there. Unzila, and the zai over here is the buzzing bee zai, not the tongue dal, but the buzzing bee zai. Now, min qabalika, are we doing ikhfa or izhar over here? On min, the noon sukoon. We're doing ikhfa over here. Why? Because qaf is not from huruf halaqi. Remember, huruf halaqi is hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. No other letters are from huruf halaqi. A lot of people get confused with the qaf. Qaf is not from huruf halaqi. Therefore, inshallah, we're going to say min qabalika. Inshallah. You have ikhfa on the noon there. Qabalika, qaf is from huruf tafkhim. Make sure that you have it full mouth there. Ba is from huruf qalqala, so you need to make sure you bounce it. Qabalika, inshallah. Wabil akhirati, a over here, make sure that a is a hamza there. If anything on top of it is equal to hamza, so you need to make sure that you have that lower throat sound, inshallah. And then kha over here is from huruf tafkhim, so you need to make sure that that's full mouth. Ra has a fatha on it, therefore we need to make sure that we have a full mouth there too, inshallah. Hum over here has from the bottom of your throat, so inshallah make sure that you have that you pronounce it from the bottom of your throat. Hum. Yuqinun. The qaf over here, make sure the qaf is from huruf tafkhim. Again, make sure that you have a full mouth there. Extend with the waw sukoon, inshallah. Ulaika, we have a mad over here. What type of mad is this? It's mad muttasil. Why? Because hamza is in the same word, right? So you need to make sure you pronounce it 4 to 6 harakas, inshallah. Ala over here, there is a alif maqsoora on top of the lam, so you need to make sure that you extend it 2 harakas. So ala, ain is from the middle of your throat. Make sure that you say ala, not ala, but ala. Make sure you have it from the middle of your throat. Those middle muscles need to be used, inshallah. Ain and ha, both of them are from the middle, inshallah. Hudan, ha is from the bottom, right? So you need to make sure that you do hu, right? Hudan min rabbihim. Over here you need to make sure you connect the dal with the meme. So them, right? Hudam. Why? Because there is a tajdeed on the meme there. Min rabbihim. The ra has a tajdeed there, so you need to make sure you say min rabbihim. And ha again is from the bottom of your throat, inshallah. Wa ulaika, again, make sure you extend that 4 to 6 harakas. Why? Because it's mad muttasil, right? Mad muttasil is on wa ulaika, right? هم المفلحون. Ha again is from حروف حلقي and it's from the bottom of your throat, right? Inshallah. مفلحون. Ha is from the middle of your throat, is from حروف حلقي, so you need to make sure you say مفلحون, right? Make sure you have that strong ha there, inshallah. Inshallah. إن الذين كفروا. إن الذين كفروا, make sure the noon has a tashdid on it, so you need to make sure that you extend إن الذين, you're connecting the two. Why? Because lam has a tashdid on it, and then the over here has it's the tongue dal, right? So you need to make sure that you have your tongue in between the two sets of your teeth, inshallah. إن الذين كفروا over here, make sure you extend that with the wow there, right? كفروا, not كفروا but كفروا, inshallah. سواء عليهم. سواء over here, what type of mud is over here? We have madde muttasil over here. Why? Because the hamza is in the same word, right? Inshallah. Are we doing ikhfa or izhar on un? We're doing izhar over here, right? We're doing izhar over here. Why? Because ayn is from huruf halaqi, right? So you make sure you do sawa'un, not sawa'un but sawa'un, right? Inshallah, make sure you have no one there, inshallah. Alayhim, there's the ya sukun has lean, right? Why? Because lam has a fatha on it and there's ya sukun followed by it. So you need to make sure you say alayhim. Ha is from the bottom of your throat, right? There's two hamzas over here. Make sure that you pronounce both of them, and they're both from the bottom of your throat, so make sure that you pronounce them correctly from the bottom area, inshallah. Noon also is, what are we going to do on the noon? Are we going to do ikhfa or izhar? Ikhfa, yes, good job, mashallah. We're going to do ikhfa. Why? Because dal is not from huruf halaqi, so you need to make sure you say Dal is, what type of dal is this? Is it the buzzing bee zai or is it the tongue dal? It's the tongue dal, right? So make sure that you pronounce the dal when you have your tongue in between the two sets of your teeth, inshallah. Ra is going to be full mouth. Why? Because ra sukun is followed by a letter that has a fatha on it. So make sure you say inshallah. Has from the bottom. Am lam tunzirhum. Make sure that tunzirhum you have you have the unna on the noon there, right? Why? Because that is not from huruf halaqi, and that make sure again you need to make sure it's from the tongue, right? The tongue to make sure that you have your tongue in between the two sets of your teeth, inshallah. And ra over here, make sure do not have it full mouth. Why? Because there's a kasra underneath the letter before, right? Tunzirhum, inshallah. Ha is from the bottom of your throat. La yu'minun. Lam has half mud in front of it, so you need to make sure that you extend there. La, right? Make sure you extend on la there. Yu'minun, the hamza on yu'minun, make sure that you have it from the bottom of your throat, inshallah. Yu'minun. Now, inshallah, does anyone have any questions about the lesson? Alright, now, I think we'll end here for this week, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.